Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about an indicator I created. We will give a quick market update before we get into the indicator, but I'm going to be talking about moving averages, the bull market support band, and a pi cycle top indicator, all built into one that I have created. I'm going to try to create some indicators. This one's going to be interesting because you only get, I think, what is it, one or two indicators for the free version of TradingView? Comment below. Is it one, two, three, somewhere in there? I think the first paid version is 5, but that's why I created a lot of these into here. There's a lot of customization going through all sorts of different things. So if you do have the free version of TradingView, you can use this indicator, and it includes lots of indicators. You can turn things off, on, customize, etc. So we'll get to that, but we'll do a quick market update. What do we got going on in the market today? So Bitcoin has had a nice little break. We've been kind of following this descending channel and this falling wedge pattern. We've bounced off the bull market support band, another thing I'll be talking about in this video, and we have popped back up and almost fully cleared the CME gap. If we go to CME, we've actually fully cleared it on the actual CME, so that's the one that matters. So we have fully cleared the CME gap. I do not believe there's any other CME gap now. It doesn't look like it. So that is good. I kind of had a feeling we were going to clear this gap. We do kind of have a large price drop after perfectly clearing the gap. People who say the gaps don't work, it seems they definitely do. We had the bull moon I've been talking about. I kind of now jokingly mention it in every video because someone was like, stop talking about the bull moon. But you can see we have seen some nice price action. I think it just has to do more with cycles, but this is what we got going on for Bitcoin. We'll look at Ethereum real quick. Ethereum is kind of following the same trajectory. A lot of altcoins are doing very well. Solana is definitely doing extremely well and blasting off here. If you look on the daily, it has just been, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days straight up. So looking good. The all-time high for Solana is $294.84, and I'm thinking we're definitely going to be making a new all-time high. Now, is it going to do it this month? I don't know. Maybe not. A lot of people say September is going to be bearish, as we've talked about, but I think, I think that's kind of going to be put to rest here because, I mean, September's been quite good so far, right? We've only been, whatever, a week, 2 weeks into September, and it's been pretty nice. So that's good. And we have a Fed meeting next Wednesday where we will most likely be getting rate cuts. I think that's part of this bullishness. So that's kind of what's going on in the market. What do we have today? Did we get some news? We have consumer sentiment, Michigan. I'm from Michigan, so kind of interesting. But consumer sentiment is coming today at 10. I don't think that one's that crazy. Retail sales coming next week, and then housing, building permits, and the Fed press conference at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we'll get the interest rate decision. So the forecast is a 4.25, so a 0.25% cut. It could be a 0.5% cut, but the odds are it's going to be a 0.25, and I believe that's why we're seeing some bullish price action on a lot of different coins here. Ooh, ENA taking a dumpy. Okay, so now the point of the video is to talk about the bull market support band, the pi cycle top indicator, and moving averages. So I'm going to be talking about that, and I have published an indicator that you can use. So if you go to, okay, anyways, this will be the title here, right here, 6 moving averages, bull market support band, and cycle top indicator. So this will be the indicator. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to add it to your chart, and then I have it right here. The first thing I would do is just go to inputs and go down here and turn off the inputs and status line. I tried to make that default off, and I don't know how to do it, but this is what we are going to be looking at here. So it gives you a bunch of moving averages, which are these lines here. That is basically just a simple average of the last X amount of price action. Okay, so the important part about this is it also has, this is not the right chart I want. Let's go to this chart, Bitstamp, and then we're going to hide everything. This has a little bit more history, goes all the way back to the first cycles. So in the first cycles, we have basically a couple different moving averages. We have the bull market support band, and we have the pi cycle top indicator, which gives this red flag saying that the cycle top is in. Now, if you go to the settings, there's a bunch of different settings in here. So enable the shading between moving average 5 and 6. This is the bull market support band. So when you enable this, it gives you this nice little white band. This bull market support band is a very good support line. So when you can see like in this first, or really this second cycle, this 2014 cycle, you can see when the price came down and hit the bull market support band, there was a very large move back up after hitting the bull market support band. Then here, once you kind of start closing below it, it's a little bit harder to get back above it. And actually we were not able to get back above it. This red moving average right here, if I go to settings and go down to this red one here, this is the 350-day moving average. There's all sorts of customizations in here. So you can have it go by daily or weekly. So, you know, if you just take whatever, say you want a weekly moving average, but you want it to update more frequently, just multiply that number by 7. And then you're able to basically have it update more frequently because now it'll go on daily closes instead of weekly closes. So that's the point for the daily, weekly. You can choose the line width, the color, etc. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this. And the pi cycle top indicator is pretty cool because it's basically the 350 simple moving average or daily moving average, DMA, SMA. SMA is just a simple moving average. It could be used on any time frame. When you say daily moving average, DMA, that is basically saying you're only looking at daily closes. The cool thing about this indicator is when you usually use moving averages, if you go to a different time interval, like the 4-hour or the 8-hour, it will basically change where the moving average is. But if I go here, if I go to the 3-day, you can see nothing is going to change. Besides, everything's going to disappear apparently. But you can see the bull market support band stays in the same spot. If I go to the 8-hour, it stays in the same spot. It gets a little bit of jagged because, right, it's going by daily closes. So there's nothing you can really do about that. But this is cool because you can use it on any time frame you want to use it on. So I find that pretty cool. Of course, it's going to go all the way back here. So let's go back to this 2014. So this is what we got going on. You can customize everything in here. What I like to use is this red one is kind of like the bear market, right? So if you start getting, you know, daily, weekly closes below this red band, it basically means you're in a bear market. Now, it's a moving average. So this is a lagging indicator, right? So obviously you don't want to, all right, now I'm below it. Now I'm going to sell everything. You don't want to wait to sell everything before that happens, okay? So that's just important. But it kind of just, this is like the final moving indicator here. I'm going to talk about the pi cycle top while I'm back here, and then we'll go and talk about some of these other ones. But okay, so I talked about the bull market support band. Again, there's a bunch of settings in here. The bull market support band is right here, MA6, MA5. You can see here, these are the settings. So daily 140, daily 147. Those are standard. You can change the colors if you want. I like white, and then I fill it with white. The pi cycle top indicator also shows this, and it's basically the 111. So if we scroll down to the bottom, you have the Bitcoin cycle top. Now, this only works for Bitcoin. The cycle top indicator specifically only works for Bitcoin. It does not work for other indicators. That's why I have in here Bitcoin cycle top and enable Bitcoin cycle top. Okay. It's a 350-day moving average times 2. Okay, so that's what makes it, you know, above your current price. And then whenever this gets crossed by the 111, it prints a flag. You can customize what it is. You can do arrows, squares. You can also customize where it shows and the color it shows. So what it does is basically it puts this red flag saying the cycle top is in. Okay, so it worked right here. In 2013, it worked in 2014. It grabbed those almost perfectly. And then if we move into the 2018, it grabbed that one almost perfectly. 2021, grabbed this one almost perfectly. It's interesting because if this is going to work again, which it's not guaranteed to work again. It's worked in the last 5 cycles, but it's not guaranteed to work this time. If it works this time, that would mean that we're up at like 200 and... we have to cross this line way up here. So we have to get to at least, I don't know, 200, maybe even $250,000 for Bitcoin. So that is quite interesting. If this works again, that is going to be quite interesting because that means we will have a very high price target for Bitcoin. And then you can see like this red moving average, as I was talking about earlier, it is a very good support line. This is kind of like the final shakeout comes into this. You can see we've had back here in 2024, We hit this and then saw a very large pump. We hit it again, saw a very large pump. And also the bull market support band works very good as support and resistance, right? So the first time we almost hit it, we pumped. Once we got below it, it was hard to get back above it, okay? Same thing here. You know, we hit it. This one, we actually just dove right below it, and then it took a long time to get back above it. Again, we've just used this as support and saw a nice pump up. And then now, again, if we get below this, it's going to take a while to get back above it. So the bull market support band, there's other moving averages inside here, and you can customize all of them, weekly, daily, how many days, how many weeks, the line width, the color. So I right now have the 50-day enabled, the 200-day enabled. Where's my 50-day? 50-day enabled. Oh, sorry. Is that what do we got going on here? Oh, this one's not enabled. 100 days, another one you can use. I don't have it enabled because I don't want a million lines on here. You don't have to use them, and you can change them however you want. So I have the 50-day enabled, which is yellow. I have the 200-day, which is orange. And then I have this 350-day, which is like the bear market, basically, if you start closing weekly candles below it. And that is 350 days. And then I have the bull market support band and the pi cycle top. If you're not, you know, if I go to like Ethereum, the pi cycle top indicator does not work. So we go here and zoom out to this last bear market, you can see it picked the top here. It clearly does not work. So it's tuned for Bitcoin. So just ignore the red flags if you're not using Bitcoin. But a lot of these things still work here, right? So you can see here, once we got below the bull market support band, it was very hard to get back above it. And then, you know, once we started closing above it, that showed strength. Anything above the bull market support band is showing strength, right? That's a strong currency, whatever you're looking at, cryptocurrency, etc. And then if you're below it, that is showing weakness, and it might take some time to get back above it. If we go look at Litecoin, for example, you can see we're well above the bull market support band right now. And if we do come down to retest this, you can expect a pretty nice bounce there. So that's what we got going on. I thought it was a pretty cool indicator. It's free to use. Feel free. Hopefully it gets published sometime soon. I think I have to wait for them to approve it, but you guys should see it. And then you'll be able to add it to your charts. And it is one single indicator, so it only takes up one slot, especially if you're using the free version of TradingView. I thought that'd be quite useful. So I put a bunch of stuff together into one indicator. I really like this one. So hope you guys enjoy it. And I just want to talk about the bull market support band, and abbreviated BMSB, bull market support band. So I wanted to, you know, have a dedicated video about that one. And this also includes the pi cycle top, and there's a bunch of other moving averages that are quite useful for trading, etc. And maybe we're going to top up here about 200, and I don't know, because also the 100-day moving average has to get above this, right? So the 100-day moving average, I'll just enable this one right here, and it's actually 111. So if I just enable that one just to show you where it is, it's thinking, it's averaging, and wow, this one takes a while to go. There it is. So this blue average way down here has to move all the way up and cross this green line. Guys, that's like that could even be $250,000, $260,000. So I don't know if it's gonna trigger this time, but it's triggered every other cycle. So we'll see what happens. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys. I also have affiliate links below if you want to try any leverage trading or just want an exchange to purchase cryptocurrency. Bitunix is my favorite one. And there's also all sorts of affiliate links below. Feel free to use them. That's the best way to support the channel. I like to do all my stuff for free. And then if you choose to support me, you can use my affiliate links below. That's where all my money is made. And that's how I keep this channel running. So appreciate the support. Also subscribing, liking, and leaving comments also helps me out. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.